Now, our topic is types of companies. A company can be either a private company or it can be a public company. These two types of companies are discussed here in detail in the coming paragraphs. Private company. Private company means a company whose stock is not publicly traded on the exchange. Exchange means stock exchange. Private company is a company which is formed by a small number of shareholders. The number of shareholders minimum is 2 and the maximum is 200, excluding the present and past employees. The shares of a private company are offered, owned, and exchanged privately and are not traded on a public stock exchange. The shares of a private company are less liquid. That is, the shares of the private company cannot be easily or quickly sold and turned into cash. And the valuations of the shares of the private company is more difficult to determine. Private company restricts the rights of the members to transfer its shares. What are the advantages of private companies? Number one, disclosure of revenue and profits to the general public is not required. There is no pressure associated with meeting quarterly earning expectations. Next, disclosure of salaries and benefits of corporate officers to the general public is not required. It is necessary for a private company to use the word private limited or PVT Ltd after its name. If a private company contravenes any of the above provisions, it ceases to be a private company and loses all the exemptions and privileges to which it is entitled. In the case of India, private companies enjoy certain privileges and exemptions as have been granted to them by the Companies Act. So let us read what are those privileges and exemptions which have been provided to private companies and not to the public companies members. A private company can be started by two persons only, whereas in the case of a public company, seven people are needed to start the company. Prospectus. A private company is not required to issue a prospectus as public is not invited to subscribe to the shares of a private company. What is the meaning of prospectus? Prospectus is a document which gives the details of the financial particulars as well as its directors, location of its offices, as well as various litigations which are going on at present or at the time of issuance of IPO. Prospectus is published by the public companies at the time of raising capital from the market. Next, directors. In the case of private company, the minimum number of directors required is only 2, as against the minimum number of 3 directors in the case of a public company. However, the maximum number of directors for both types of companies is 15. Commencement of business. A private limited company can start business as soon as it receives the certificate of incorporation. Quorum. Two members personally present is sufficient quorum for the general meeting of a private company as against 5 members for public company. Index of members. A private company is not required to prepare and maintain an index of members while the same is necessary in the case of a public company. Report for AGM. There is no need to prepare a report for the annual general meeting in the case of a private company. Independent directors. There is no need to appoint independent directors in the case of a private company. Functioning of private companies. Private companies function mostly in the same way as public companies. Both produce goods or services to generate profits, but the main differences in both the companies lies in their issuance of company stock, financial disclosure obligations, and reporting requirements. Now we will understand what are the various examples of private companies. Many well-known companies are private companies. For example, services companies, that is accounting firms, Deloitte and Price Waterhouse Coopers. Supermarket chains like Publix and Cargill, producer and distributor of agricultural products worldwide. Now a question arises, is a private company better than a public company? None of the two is better nor worse. Public companies may choose to become public companies later if they need additional capital. If a private company wishes to sell shares to public to raise funds, the process of raising capital is called an initial public offering and the company turns into a public company. Why do some larger companies decide to remain private? Some larger companies may decide to remain private due to following reasons. First is lot of regulatory compliance. Public companies have to deal with a lot of regulations and the public companies have to file financial reports regularly. Next point is going public is expensive. Floating of initial public offering is neither easy nor cheap. It is a very complex process which involves a large number of bankers, lawyers, accountants, and providers of data. Next point is lack of secrecy. As a listed firm, your competitors will know much more about your company's margins, pricing, profitability, and financial structure. Next point is fluctuating stock prices. Even if your company is doing well, its share price could plummet if it is listed on a stock exchange when the overall economy takes a downward turn. It can be understood with the help of an example. If your company is listed on this stock exchange and in 2020 there was coronavirus, it spread the world over. The shares of all the public companies had fallen sharply on the stock exchanges. It had no relevance with the performance of the companies. So even though the companies were doing well, the shares were had fallen because the overall economy had taken the downward turn. If the employees own shares, a declining stock price could destroy morale of the employees. How to become a public company? For a company to become public, it launches an IPO. On the day of the IPO, it converts from a private into a public company. Businesses generally use IPOs as a means to raise money. Sometimes the directors may decide to go public so that the workers, owners, and early investors can cash in their shares. Some public companies go private. Public trading companies can revert to become private companies again if enough shares are purchased from the shareholders. Now, Next point is public company. What is the meaning of public company? A public company or a public limited company means a company which is not a private company. The shares of the public company are owned by many investors. The shares are traded on public stock exchange. The company is required to disclose its financial and business information regularly to the public and also to the various regulatory authorities. Public companies have access to the financial markets and they can raise money for expansion and other projects by selling stock or bonds. As per the Companies Act in India, a public company is one which has a minimum of 7 members and there is no restriction on maximum number of members. A public company has no restriction on transfer of securities. A public company is not prohibited from inviting public to subscribe to its securities. However, a private company which is a subsidiary of a public company is also treated as a public company. Now we will understand the difference between a public company and a private company. In the case of public company, the minimum number of members are 7 and maximum is unlimited. In the case of private company, minimum members are 2 and the maximum are 200. In the case of a public company, minimum number of directors are 3 and in case of private company, the minimum number of directors are required are 2. Listing of the shares. The shares of the public company are listed on the recognized stock exchange, whereas the shares of a private company are not listed on any stock exchange. Shares of a public limited company can be transferred easily, whereas the shares of private company cannot be transferred easily. In the case of a public company, the management has to follow the rules and regulations of the company, so it is quite rigid and inflexible. In the case of private company, owners themselves are the managers of the company. Management lies in the hands of the owners, so they are more flexible in taking decisions as per the situation. Next, public company can invite the public to subscribe to its shares, whereas private company cannot invite the public to subscribe to its shares. Index of members is compulsory in the case of a public company, whereas in the case of a private company, index of members is not compulsory. Thanks for watching. If you like our course, please spare some time to give a star rating to our course.